I had to turn it up a little bit cause they start hate. Like, comment, and subscribe, tell me why you wait. The real Breezee TV on, it's that type of day.
What's up guys, it's your girl and I'm back with another video and I'm here at Creationz Expo and look at that, you see that sign over there? I am in front of All-American Print Supply Company and we're going to go talk to Estevan about a couple of DTF printers that I think you guys should know about.
How we doing guys? What's happening? Welcome to the booth. It's Atlantic City. We're here at the Trade Show Convention Center. Had a great seminar today. How's the show been so far?
The show's been good. It's been good. I've learned a lot. I've seen a lot, and I'm just ready to go. Fantastic.
Well, I'm glad you stopped over at our section. We're running some NFL Championship, Philadelphia, MF and Eagle, DTF transfers, printed with the Prestige R2 Pro. Can I talk a little bit about my favorite desktop direct-to-film printer?
Please do.
Okay, so at 13 inches wide, it may not be the biggest printer in the booth, but you can always rotate your artwork 90 degrees. Now, for reference, even if you go into a man's 2X, 3X, 12 inches wide on a graphic, that can still fill up a full-size print. Or you can run gauge sheets. So do two hands under the hood of the machine, you can see she's got some speed on her.
So you said that you can turn the design, flip the design to make it longer.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If I need one of these birds to go wider than 13, I'm going to click one button in the software, turn that 90 degrees. Now that's my height limitation.
Right.
And because it's a roll-to-roll, I'm really not limited on the length of my designs. So if that means I want to do wraparound prints for a tarp or a canopy or liners, you're really only limited by our imagination.
Okay, so tell me about the speed of the R2.
I'm glad you asked. Now, it's moving like a little race car under the hood there thanks to two Epson i1600 print heads at a sellable high-quality resolution. You're looking at an estimated print average of over 30 square feet an hour. That's going to translate to 100 of completed pieces a day when you pair it with a roll-to-roll system like the Miro 13 Max.
Okay. So, how many print heads is this?
It's two Epson i1600.
Okay. And this is the Miro Max?
This is the Miro 13 Max. So we're gonna take you under the hood real quick. Up top right here, you notice there's no exhaust, there's no built-in, or excuse me, there's no extra purifier. What we have here is a built-in air purification system.
Okay.
So we've upgraded the sizing of the charcoal and the HEPA filters. That's why while we're running production, even though we're indoors, it doesn't look like a Cypress Hill concert. There's no steam, no vapor, none of that's coming out here to keep your workplace nice and tidy. Now, another feature I really like about this, it's got lower contact heating. That's going to give you more consistent cures. If we look under the hood right here, you can see what I'm talking about. So right there, it's a lower contact heating, so it's making direct contact with the transfer, and it's also curved, so it's going to help keep that feed nice and even. And one other thing I want to highlight, this grid right here, guys, you're going to start seeing this pop up on all the DTF powder machines. It starts right here, it ends right there. You load it straight, you track it straight, and it's going to take up real straight. Uninterrupted, complete roll-to-roll production.
Okay, so tell me how the cleaning process of the DTF of the R2 is.
So, white ink management, you gotta have it. There's the titanium dioxide in that ink to give us that color. And if that ink is not paid attention, if it's not cared for, it's gonna separate. So how do we fight that? Not one, but two different ways with the R2 Pro. The first, and you'll hear this motor kick on, there's an agitated stirring straw to keep all that nice and mixed, but that's not all. It's not just one thing to stir and mix. It needs to circulate. That way, that pre-mixed, properly agitated white ink formula is flowing through the lines. It's when it's neglected, it's when it's not given that attention, it's not circulating, that's where things can clog. So even in the background, you don't want to turn it all the way off. You pick off the front power, leave the main power on. If you're not printing that day, that's okay because it's going to maintain itself by stirring and circulating in the background.
Okay, so tell me this. I'm getting ready to get the R2. Tell me the difference between the R2 and the R2 Pro.
So on the R2 Pro, this is really more of the flagship model. You're going to see increased speeds, you're going to have higher resolution thanks to the increased amount of nozzles in the print head. The i1600 is probably going to be one of the more common print heads if you walk around these convention floors and look at what's under the hood of these direct-to-film printers. I think X-Tools, they had one, it had the same print head on there. It wasn't as fast, I don't know if it's running right now, but it's a popular print head. Epson makes the best print heads in the game, and that's why 9 times out of 10 you'll see those underneath the hood of these machines.
Okay, so software-wise, So you use DigiPro,
Yes.
right? But it's also another software that you guys use.
Correct. So by the time this video releases, we'll probably have more information. Right now, we have been operating primarily with, as you mentioned, DigiRip Pro. It's color profiled, not only for the inks, but the film together. That's how you get the best results. When your printer, your ink, your film, and software are all on the same page. That's how we get on the film what we design on the screen. Now, as far as the software-wise, we've been doing some really exciting things with a new program called Neo Stampa. It's got a little more features, functionality in there when compared to DigiRip, but these rips are kind of similar. You're bringing in your file, you're sizing, you're gang sheeting, you're setting your resolution, entering your quantity, put it in the right cube, black shirt, light shirt, it's got it all in there. So it's getting a little more user-friendly.
Okay, what about the waste tank?
Waste tank. So that's going to be located on the side in the back. We can get a B-roll shot we can plug in there in a moment.
Okay.
Basically, when you do head cleanings, when you do ink pulls, there's a pressure that's going on in the suction cap. So it's not that we're sapping ink from the waste bottle or it's being drained that way. When we run those head cleans, that ink has to go somewhere. So that's why it's going to have kind of a mixture of all the colors, but it's got a pretty girthy industrial tube on the back over there. It's very stable. It's a well-made ink bottle.
So does it have an alarm on it?
Yes. So actually, let's see if we get a shot back there. But I'll meet you on the side. Sorry. So bear with me. Get this guy up on out of here. When it gets to a certain height level, and that's what we're talking about, trying to make sure these machines and us are all on the same page. So when we get to a certain level on here, you'll have that little red light of death there kind of popping up. You can see we got the watch style battery getting everything that juice it needs. So the machine will communicate with you. And there's one other sensor you just reminded me of I'd like to bring to your attention, and that's going to be our ink sensors. That's over here. Now, you never want to be in mid-production on a long job and your ink gets low and you're not aware. So when we have these engaged, there's going to be a threshold where when the ink gets below that threshold, one of these is going to start beeping. You'll hear it before you see it because she's got some volume on her, but she wants to make sure we don't run out of ink.
Okay. Okay, well, I think this is definitely going to be a good addition to my business.
Oh, I can't wait to see the content, guys. And if you landed on this video by accident, make sure you hit that red subscribe button, drop a thumbs up for our girl, and hey, I'll be around here too. If you got questions on the machine, you got the best tag team right here to answer them. Let us hear it in the comments, guys. And where can they maybe get more information on this machine, or if they want to get one of these for themselves, what should they do?
You guys can check my link in the description down below. Take you straight to All American Print Supply Company where you can go ahead and check this out. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Be breezy.
Thank you.